Any question? No question. Of course. This is the problem. Huh? Ah. I put it here because I just copy here. Okay? So we discuss about the functionality, flexibility, safety, fault tolerance, availability. What is the capacity? I did not ask and you also did not ask. Capacity.
Size. The size.
Which size? Size of the user.
Size of the data storage in the system.
Capacity in terms of hardware resources. How much of the memory will be consumed? How much the computer resources are utilized? That is the capacity of the software. Throughput. You said no question. Mr. Darvish? No. No. Is it?
I don't know how to explain it.
You must know how to explain. It's not answer. I don't know how to explain. Should I say I don't know how to explain? How many requests the software can respond? How many requests the software can respond? Because the number of users. How many users it can support at a time? Actually, this concept is taken from hardware, the multiprocessing, multitasking. So we have threading in the software. You know thread? What is a thread? We have thread programming. Hmm? What is a thread? Yes. You did not cover. So you think somebody will teach you how to do the thread programming? Huh? Thread is a piece of process that is executed by the software. We have a process, we have software, we have a task, we divide it into pieces. Thread is a piece of process, part of the process. So we have thread programming, multi-threading, multitasking. Throughput means how much the software can respond to the users, how many users it can support, the multi-threading. Like in the computer, we have multitasking, the tasks are broken down into pieces. Any other concept? I think we already discussed about the functionality, performance, availability, flexibility. Technology merge mean now you have mobile technology, you have the hardware technology, the automation is there. So we all are integrating. Like now the most of the software are integrated with the hardware. Like mobile technology. This is the technology merge of the web and the mobile part. So you have two interfaces, one for the web, other for the mobile, like Android programming. Now in the final projects, most of the students are doing an application which has two parts, one web part, other is the mobile part. If user wants to use the mobile interface, he can use. If he wants to use the computer interface, he can use.
So when I look
Yes. Yes. Throughput. Throughput means how many users the software can support in terms of multi-processing, multi-threading. So we have architectural centric approach in which we discuss about the 4 plus view model. What is 4 plus view model? Abdullah, the other Abdullah, Nasir. Did I cover? I did not cover. Sir, I did not cover. Yeah. I covered this one.
This is called for.
Yes. So you have use case view, design view, component view, deployment view, and the process view. This is called 4 plus 1 model. You have use case diagram. You already covered in 251, but in 250, did you cover use case? No. Mr. Ryan, 25
Only the concept,
use case.
only was books.
I taught you in 251. You took 251 with me.
251 only.
Yeah, I covered use cases there.
Use case here, 251.
Yes.
250.
No. For them it's 250. They already covered 250 in the CS. In the CS they had 250.
Concept.
Only the concept. You did not practice the use cases? No exercises? No discussion?
In the lab, I think they told us on the assignment.
So we have, these are the stakeholders which are involved. The analysts, testers, end users, programmers, the system engineering, and the system integrators are there. Performance, scalability, throughput is there. So we have use case diagram. This is the registration system use case diagram for the student. The billing registrar is also there. What is the thing missing here? Which is not covered. The boundary of the system is missing. That is lazim, must. You must have boundary of the system. Yes, the boundary is missing here. There must be a boundary. So I don't want to go in the detail of the use case because it's already part of the previous course. But if you want to ask me any question, I can explain. What is the use case means? What is use case is representing? Use case. What we represent through use case? What use case defines?
How the system will work. Stakeholders and their job.
The system include explain the system processes or functions and who involved in the
Use case, this is the symbol of use case. Use case describes the complete functionality. Like register for course is a complete function, complete method, complete functionality. The functional requirement. We are talking about functional requirement. Maintain curriculum, select course to teach for the professor, the course allocation. Yes. The register validation done. So these are the actors. What is the difference between what is actor, for example? First of all, what actor represents?
anything interact with the system. Device or user.
Artifact is an external entity that interacts with the system. It could be a user, it could be another system, it could be a hard disk for backup, it could be RFID, RAID. What is RAID? RAID. 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 Redundant array of independent disks. Redundant array of independent disks. It is used for backup purposes. Redundant data. Duplicate the data to make a backup. Redundant data to make a backup. It could be RAID server, the backup server. Redundant array of independent disks. It is used for backup purposes. So you have master and the copy slave. Concept is there, master and the slave concept. What is this? These arrows, what it represents? In, what is the specific name? These are called artifacts. Artifact. Artifact. Artifact is a piece of information that is produced, modified and used by a use case. Artifact is a piece of information that is produced, modified and used by a use case. And what is this? This uses, what is the specific name for that? Use case is the process. We call them stereotypes. We call them stereotypes. We have two types of stereotypes, uses or includes. And the second one is extends. What is the difference between them? Farq. Uses and extends. Uses are include and the same thing. We have second type is extend. What is the difference between them? Bhanat?
Include maybe not the whole information. Include you must do something before
You must do something.
before you
extent. It means from super function to
Super class, super process to there is no super process.
super,
Below that means the two functions get the same code in each other. The extension is need the one use case can work without the other.
Extend shows new behavior of the system and uses, that means one use case is using the data of the other use case. Uses or include.
Same code.
Using the data of the other use case, like log on information or the course information. The use case is using the data of the other use case. Then it can perform its function. Extends means new behavior. For example, if prerequisite is not completed, then the log or the register screen will come again, like ATM pin number or log on screen. If username password is wrong, galat, again it will come. Like ATM, you enter 3 times wrong, it will hold the card. Thank you very much. Go, Alatul, to the bank, request them that my card is grasped, hold it by the machine on this branch, on this place, because I forgot my PIN number. 3 times I tried wrong, it takes it. Thank you very much. You don't need it. The screen is coming back to you. That is the extent. Because it's not normal flow of the process. It is something abnormal. Or student is trying to register for a course whose prerequisite is not clear. Then register screen will come again and select the course for which you clear the prerequisites. Then you use extend. Or his payment is not clear, dues are not clear. Here you are studying free. Only the students from science college they are paying. 5,000 real per semester, I think. You know? Huh? More, whatever. They are paying every semester. If dues are not clear, they cannot register for the next course. So that is abnormal, not normal flow of the system. This is sequence diagram. In the sequence diagram, we have objects and we have actor and we have messages, we have lifelines. What is the function of lifeline?
The process of from start to the end have limited time to process it.
Are you talking about session?
I'm talking about the
Yes, Mr. Abdullah.
The time of the whole time to finish the specific process.
time from when the start of the system.
When an object will be initialized, when it will be terminated. When an object will be initialized and when it will be die. It will die.
when the above back no more lifeline process.
No. Here lifelines are not shown. For example, this slot to show that this object will be initialized here, die here, terminated here. Then it will be called again. Then another slot. Then if it is another connected, another call. Again called. We have messages between or among the objects. How many types of messages we have? How many types of messages we have? This is my question. Three. No. Formatted. Two. Four. Five. Who said five? Five. Can you name them? Yes, Abdullah? Now you have many options. 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to 5. You don't know. We have three types of messages. We have simple message, we have synchronous message, and we have asynchronous message. Simple message. How to define simple message? How to define a simple message? Yes, simple. Example. Abdul Rahman, Mr. Khalid, Mr. Darvesh, Muhammad. Simple message. Another Muhammad. Yazid. Mr. Basil. When object doesn't need the help of any other, it just performs its job and passes its control to the next object. After performing its method, its job, its task, it just passes the control to the next. Like when one person retires, he will pass his control, his rights, his powers to the next guy, like Raisal Kism, or Vice Dean, or the Dean. Example, log. The log object job is just to authenticate the user. After that, it will pass its control to the form or any other window. Finish. Until if you don't use the screen, application will hang, you will initialize, you will again call. The object will be activated. Again login screen will come in front of you to authenticate the user. That is a simple message. Then you have synchronous message. Synchronous. Mr. Basil, you don't know. Yes, my friend. Yes, Mohanna. Yes, Mr. Nasir. Mr. Abdullah. Mr. Muhammad. Mr. Khalid. Mr. What is that? If you have to explain, like I'm ignorant, I'm illiterate, I don't know, you have to teach me that this is a synchronous message. How you will explain me? Yes, Abdul Rahman? Yeah? You are synchronized with me? Are you synchronized with me? Somehow. Somehow. Not fully. When one object needs other object, the data, to provide its data, to perform its function or method, that type of message is called synchronous message. Because the calling object cannot perform its job until the receiving object will provide the data. Clear? The calling object cannot perform its job, its function, until the receiving object will provide the data. Yeah, he will wait. The calling object will wait to to respond by the receiving object until the data comes. Then it will perform its job because two objects are synchronized with each other. So that they need synchronous message. Synchronous, like synchronous communication. The sender and the receiver must be at the same frequency, same channel. Then you can have the communication. Like English is our channel. If you don't understand English, I cannot teach you. Because I don't know Arabic and a student doesn't know English. And I cannot teach. No communication. Same thing. Now comes to the software example. An example, Mr. Muhammad? When the calling object needs the data of the receiving object. An example, my friend. An example.
When you use the password,
Okay.
you have to shift it from
Object to object. Where is the object? Receiving object. Where is the calling object?
Maybe in programming you
For example,
you can't continue the program without the step
if we have to show the sequence diagram in terms of objects, we are only calling the method to method. I am talking about object to object.
For example, on LCL,
Hmm.
when you withdraw, you need to look information.
You need the PIN number and the account information.
When I withdraw from another,
Yeah, from another bank, even the same bank. Still, one object needs account details and account information. Another example, the register object. Register. Register object. Student is requested for registering specific courses. The register object will call to the select course, to the student data. Student has cleared the prerequisites or not. So the student object will provide the list of prerequisite courses. Before that, another one object is course object that will provide the list of courses. So the register object cannot perform its job until the course object will provide the list of courses for this semester, second semester, third semester, seventh semester, eighth semester courses. Because in every semester we will offer specific number of courses, certain number of courses. Then you have asynchronous. What is asynchronous message? What is the difference between a simple message and asynchronous message? Or synchronous message?
Asynchronous is connected.
I'm asking to Nasir. Yes, Mohanna. Yes, Mr. Khalid? Mr. Durraiz? Mr. Durraiz?
need to send another object.
Mm.
That is definition.
So what the asynchronous?
Doesn't
Give me example.
it depends.
Give me example. Example, lazim, must. To make it clear, to make it transparent. Yes, my friend. Anybody? Like in the car, when you self the car, start the car, parallel processes are started. You check brake oil, battery, engine condition. So the calling object to respond. the calling object will perform its job, they will perform their job, and the data will be displayed to the user. You start the car, it will show you the brake oil, doors, the back of the car, it's open or closed, battery, oil condition, oil status, fuel, the radiator is cool or hot, it will automatically start. Just you press on, it will start working. The calling object will perform its job, they will perform its job. So it's used in distributed system, parallel systems, where parallel systems are running. Like this is a parallel system. Parallel system. Or in car, in aeroplane, the same. In space shuttle, it is the same. All such systems, you need asynchronous message. And then all the data will be displayed to the user. Temperature, pressure, heat, everything. Fuel. Ready for launch. Ready to go. Ready to run the car. Run the vehicle. So that is the three type of messages we have. And we have this line under the object. Underline an object. And we have a colon here. Can you see the colon? It is must to show the object. And this is the actor that will interact with the system. So these are the sequence of messages, how the objects will respond to each other, will interact to each other. Messages. These are the messages. Method. This is method. These are the objects. This is actor. We also call them scenario diagram. Sequence diagram or scenario diagram. And then you have collaboration diagram. This I did not cover in 251 and I have to cover here in 252. Collaboration diagram. How the objects collaborate with each other regardless of the sequence. How the objects collaborate with each other. How they work with each other. Regardless of the sequence. Just show their collaboration, that like collaborating classes, associated classes, associated objects. For example, course option, course form, course offering, list of courses. And this object is interacting with this object is interacting with this object is interacting with this object. So we don't follow the sequence, but we just show that these are the objects that will collaborate with each other, will interact with each other, regardless of the sequence. This is the difference between sequence diagram and the collaboration diagram. How much time left? Time is up. Okay. Any question about today's lecture? We have simple message,